Did they cry?
Oh, they cried and they laughed and they danced and they hugged and they kissed.
Our girl is married. After nearly 2 years of watching, waiting, and hoping, Taylor Swift is officially a wife. And for the first time, someone who was actually inside that room has pulled back the curtain on what it truly felt like. Not a rumor, not a guess from the sidewalk outside. A real first-hand glimpse into the most private, most emotional night of Taylor and Travis Kelce's lives, shared by someone who loves her, someone who was right there in the middle of it all. And the words she chose have left the entire fandom in tears. Because Taylor's own aunt, Robin Gentry, spoke as she left the wedding, and in a single sentence she captured everything the world had been aching to know. Describing the newlyweds, she reportedly said they cried, and they laughed, and they danced, and they hugged, and they kissed. In one breath she painted the whole night, an evening overflowing with every emotion a wedding is supposed to have. The tears and the joy and the love all tumbling out at once. It was not a stiff, formal celebrity spectacle. It was raw, it was real. It was two people so overcome with happiness that they moved through every feeling in the book, together, in front of the people who matter most. And there is something so beautiful about that quote coming from her aunt, of all people, because this is family. This is someone who has known Taylor not as a global superstar, but as a niece, someone who watched her grow up long before the stadiums and the records and the fame. For a woman who has guarded her private life so fiercely, to have a family member step out and share that the couple cried and laughed and danced, it feels like a window into the real Taylor, the one behind the spotlight. Her aunt reportedly stayed tight-lipped on the details when pressed further, protecting the secrecy the whole family has honored. But that one line said everything. The bride and groom were happy, deliriously, tearfully, joyfully happy.
What was dinner?
It was lots.
And the picture of the emotion inside only grew richer as other whispers from the night emerged, because guests who were there reportedly described the ceremony as deeply moving, calling it real, vulnerable, serious, and silly all at once, and above all, deeply loving. One reportedly marveled at how a wedding held inside one of the largest arenas on the planet could somehow feel so intimate, so personal, as if the walls of that enormous venue had shrunk down to hold just the people who love this couple most. That is the magic her aunt was pointing to. 20,000 seats, and yet a room that felt small enough for tears. The tears reportedly started early, too, because the man who officiated the wedding, a beloved comedy legend and dear friend of the couple, reportedly did not just recite the standard words. He reportedly wrote and performed an original song for the bride and groom, one described as both hilarious and touching, a tribute written just for them, all about their love. Imagine that. Standing at the front of your own wedding while one of the funniest men alive sings a song written specifically about the two of you. It is no wonder they cried. And in another heart-melting detail, the flower girls scattering petals around Taylor as she walked reportedly included the young children of the groom's own brother, the family folding the next generation right into the ceremony.
Jason Kelce, of course, Travis Kelce's brother, served as his best man. The ceremony was joined both families together and was officiated by friend Adam Sandler.
Taylor reportedly walked down the aisle to the sound of one of her very own songs, reimagined and played on strings, a melody she wrote now carrying her toward the man she was about to marry. And the emotion reportedly reached its peak during the vows themselves. Guests who witnessed them reportedly described the exchange as everything you would hope for. Real and vulnerable, serious and silly, and above all deeply loving, the kind of vows that leave an entire room reaching for tissues. This was reportedly not a couple performing for an audience. This was two people baring their hearts, cracking jokes through their tears, and promising each other forever in a way that felt utterly genuine. And when it was done, when they had finally exchanged those vows and sealed them, the couple reportedly revealed the news to the waiting world in the most them way possible, lighting up a glowing sign outside the arena that flashed the words, "Just Married," playfully stamped with the initials they now share. After a toast reportedly raised to their real friends, the secret the whole planet had been chasing was finally, joyfully theirs to announce.
We have some breaking news that Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are in fact married. I am going to have to leave you because it is getting quite intense out here.
Oh, wait, Tom, I gotta show you this, Tom. Look at that sign up there. See the sign up? See it?
Emily, what an incredible moment. That's amazing. It must have just happened, right? That just popped up?
These signs lighting up around Madison Square Garden declaring Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce are officially married.
So here is everything else spilling out from this unforgettable night. Because the emotion inside was matched by pure magic outside. In one of the most wholesome moments of the entire evening, the celebration reportedly did not end at the doors of the arena, because as the night wound down, the couple reportedly made sure the fans who had waited outside for hours were not forgotten. The wedding caterers were reportedly filmed handing out the newlyweds' leftover desserts to the crowds gathered on the street. Let that sink in. On the single most important night of her life, with 1,000 of the most famous people in the world inside, Taylor reportedly still thought of the fans standing outside in the summer heat and made sure they got a literal taste of the celebration. And fittingly, her aunt reportedly confirmed there was lots of food at the wedding and that the cake was an absolute hit. So the very desserts that delighted the guests inside were reportedly shared with the devoted fans outside, a sweet, generous gesture that captures exactly who this couple is. And the city itself reportedly wrapped the couple in love in the most charming way imaginable, because the transit system running beneath and around the famous arena was reportedly transformed into a tribute to the newlyweds. Signs in the station reportedly displayed heartfelt messages celebrating the wedding, including a clever nod combining the numbers that matter most to the couple, playing on the bride's lucky number and the groom's jersey number, adding up to a perfect 100. Another reportedly welcomed travelers into what it called the Forever Era, a wink to the couple's new chapter. Everyday commuters rushing to catch trains reportedly found themselves surrounded by little love notes to Taylor and Travis, the whole city quietly celebrating alongside them. Even a famous skyscraper reportedly joined the festivities, lighting up in a soft blue glow described as the bride's something blue, a beacon of celebration visible across the skyline. From the subway tunnels below to the towers above, the entire city reportedly seemed to be throwing its arms around this couple, turning one wedding into a citywide love letter. And through it all, the secrecy reportedly held. The venue was reportedly transformed into a fairy tale setting, a garden come to life indoors. Every guest reportedly surrendered their phones, and every detail was reportedly guarded so tightly that the world may only ever see this night through the precious few glimpses that people like her aunt chose to share. And what a glimpse it was! For so many, this was more than a celebrity wedding. It was proof that the fairy tale can be real, that the person you have been waiting for really can show up, and that is why the leftover desserts handed out on that sidewalk meant so much. It was the couple sharing their joy with the very people who had believed in it all along. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.